Alright, so recently we've just got tons of new fucking information for Assassin's Creed Origins. It's insane. It's in the form of new trailers and new gameplay from YouTubers that got to play Assassin's Creed Origins at the London and San Francisco events for Assassin's Creed. And there are so many things that have been brought to light, so I'm going to be going over all of this information in today's video. This is going to be a very, very long video with loads of different pieces of information in it. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video, guys. Before I start the video, I just want to say there is loads of high quality Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay on YouTube, but if you want two reliable sources that are great quality of Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay, all of this new gameplay, then definitely go watch Center Strain and UB Central. Both of these guys do some great Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay videos. Obviously, I didn't get invited to these events, so I couldn't play it myself. But these two have got some great gameplay, so I recommend you guys go and watch those if you want to see uncut, raw Assassin's Creed Origins footage at the highest quality. Anyway, the first piece of news I have for you guys comes from the Assassin's Creed Origins Tales from the Tomb compilation. Basically, this was just a series of videos that Ubisoft uploaded to the Ubisoft US channel, and it was kind of a very comedy-based. It was a really odd set of videos. It's basically where you had a bunch of Egyptian wall paintings talking to one another about things that were just really strange, but that's not really important. That was more for the comedy. It told you kind of a bit about the story, I guess, but the main part of this trailer that shows something pretty awesome is another one of the mystical bosses in Assassin's Creed Origins. You know how we saw the snake boss in the very first trailer for the game back when it was first announced at E3? We have another boss here, and as you can see, it's a huge Anubis boss, which throws fucking dogs at you and shit, and has a huge glowing chest, and I'm super excited to see what this boss is going to be like. At this point, we know that all of the bosses like this are in fact illusions, so do whatever the fuck you want, Ubisoft. Literally, I do not care, because it isn't real. It's just a hallucination that Bayek sees, probably either due to the apple or some form of fursive thing, but it's definitely not real, 100%. This boss looks like it could be some sort of drug trip, because it kind of takes place in the oasis, like kind of in the middle of nowhere. It could be an effect of the apple as well, but at this point, I just think it looks cool. You know, huge bosses are available in the game through hallucinations, so they can literally do anything they want and it will not bother me. I think it looks kind of cool. It's going to allow for some nice boss battles, so let me know what you think of it in the comment section below, because I know there's going to be lots of people that are going to be like, what the fuck? And that was my initial reaction as well. I was kind of like, what the fuck's going on? But then I realized that it's all hallucination, and the apple could literally show the mind anything. Like, it can take control of your senses, and it can show you whatever the wielder wants to show you. Either that, or this could be a drug trip of some sort, like we've talked about before, but the fact remains, it's definitely not real. Another huge piece of info that we got was a whole video talking about the stealth system in Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, I know a lot of people were very worried about the stealth system, thinking that the game was more of a hack and slash, and they forgot about the stealth in the game, but there's obviously still the classic Assassin's Creed elements, and there's a lot of time and effort that has been put into the stealth system of Assassin's Creed Origins. Obviously, you have things like stealth takedowns, you have bows, but you also have sleep darts, and all of these other tools you can use in the stealth as well. There's a crouch button, and it no longer means you take your hood down and up when you use the crouch button, which wasn't too fucking hard to implement, was it? Many people thought the new stealth system was a bad way of doing it, because basically, if you want to take on a camp or group of enemies that are higher level than you, you can't actually one-shot them. But something that Jean Gouzdon says in this video, which is quite interesting, he says there's many camps and places you can infiltrate, but if they're a high level than you, there's nothing stopping you from trying. So maybe it's less drastic than people make it out to be, because a lot of people simply just think that it's, oh, these enemies are going to be way too high level for you, there's no way for you to take them out. Obviously, if you're like a level 1 Bayek trying to kill level 30 enemies, it's not going to work out very well for you, but if they're slightly higher than you, then I reckon there's a chance that you can actually take them out stealthily. So long as you keep upgrading your gear and your stealth capability, abilities and your hidden blade strength, then I'm pretty sure you'll be fine when it comes to stealth. It'll definitely make things a lot easier in terms of the enemies you have to handle, because obviously you have complete control over the situation, whereas someone like me, who kind of tends to go in there fighting everyone, will have to watch my back and take on multiple enemies at once, which is obviously a more stressful way of taking out camps, but it's just my play style, and I'm going to have some really nice weapons to take some people out with. In the video, they also talk about animal taming, in which you have to actually put the animal to sleep before you can tame them and have them work for you, you know, fight enemies and protect you in battle, which I guess makes it more realistic. I still don't know the lore or the explanation behind being able to tame these animals, but it's a feature in the game nonetheless, and you need to use sleep darts on them before you can actually tame them. They also talk a lot about the predator bow and the shit arrows that go around corners, and you can control it for some reason, and it's really shit, and I don't like it at all. Fucking hell. Ashraf also talks about how you can kind of split up groups of enemies. So if there are groups of enemies around, you can split them up and take them out individually. So you can either do this by distracting them, by walking into their line of sight and then quickly hiding again, or using fire to your advantage. This is basically where you can throw your torch on the ground, or you can shoot a nearby flammable object, and this will actually cause the guards to go over to it, which gives you a chance to split them up and take them out one by one, which I think is a really nice feature. It means that fire is a very useful thing in this game. They do emphasize fire quite a bit, which I think it's a really nice feature, especially the fact that you can just throw your torch on the ground and also get flaming arrows out of it. It's really, really nice, and flame can also be used in a stealth situation as well, which makes it even more useful than it already was. We also got a new trailer for the game as well, called the Birth of the Brotherhood trailer, which is definitely one of the better trailers we've got for Assassin's Creed Origins. It shows off the beauty of the game world, more about the story, Bayek's life, and it really does look genuinely awesome. It also shows us more about the Order of Ancients too, which is really, really interesting, but I'm not going to be talking about that too much now. I'm going to be talking more about this tomorrow when I do my full breakdown of the trailer. You can expect that to come out. I just wanted to get all the information out today, and I can start working on the more in-depth content tomorrow, or, you know, some days in the future, because it does take a while doing a breakdown of a trailer, even if it is like a minute long or just over a minute long. So you can expect that to come out tomorrow, probably a bit later than I usually upload, but that's because it does take a long while to do one of these videos, and also I do have a stream tomorrow at 7 PM, so that's going to take up a lot of my time. It will probably be like, I don't know, like 9 PM or something like that, but this trailer is really awesome, and I'll definitely be doing a breakdown of it tomorrow regardless. We also have some really nice high quality screenshots of Assassin's Creed Origins that came out recently. This one showing Bayek fighting a really big armored guy who seems to have some huge spear and some really, really heavy armor. This is just an example of one of the many bosses that is in Assassin's Creed Origins, or one of the ones that you'll find in the open world anyway. Basically, it's just one of the boss type enemies that are going to be a lot harder for you to kill. This screenshot here shows Bayek's personality a bit more. He's obviously very close with these people in the image here, so much so that he's going to the point of drinking with them and sharing dinner with them, and this is something I've noticed about Bayek's character a lot. He seems like a genuinely nice guy. Obviously, he's very serious a lot of the time, and he's very serious about hunting down the members of the Order of Ancients, but he does take some time for himself and to just enjoy life and spend time with the people that he's met on his journeys, and that's something that I can admire a lot about Bayek's character, which is why I think he's going to be different to the other assassins in the series, like Jacob and Evie, which are very throwaway. I feel like Bayek's a much deeper character, and he has a deeper connection to the people that he meets on his journeys. This image here is yet another very action-packed screenshot, and it's very colourful. It shows the, you know, the lovely landscape of Egypt in the background, and the fire and the colours used, like the red and the green. They're all very vibrant colours, but it also shows Bayek jumping off of a ledge ready to snipe this guy with his bow here. I do like this feature in the game because it means you don't have to stand completely still or slow down too much to start shooting people with your bow. You can just start doing it mid-air, which means you can do a form of mid-air assassination but with the bow instead. It's a very cool feature, and you can see it in action here. Here we get a very close look at one of the war elephants in the game. It seems that Bayek is running right up to it with his sword drawn. Now I really don't know what he's going to do to that elephant. As you can see, it's got like spikes coming off its fucking horns. It's got plate armor on. What's he going to do with a wooden shield and a sword? I don't know what's going on there, but I reckon these are going to be enemies that you'll be able to fight in the game, and I guess you'll be able to hit them on their legs and on their trunk and shit. I don't know, it's very unrealistic, because I'm pretty sure an elephant could just fuck your shit up by just smashing you with its tusks. But then again, this is a video game, and there's some unrealistic features in it, so I wouldn't be surprised if you could fight these with a sword, although it's probably not going to be very effective. Here we have a nice image of one of the more industrial areas in ancient Egypt. There's lots of machinery around, if you can call it machinery. It's sort of like heavy lifting equipment that can lift blocks. I don't know if this is incredibly historically accurate. Someone in the comment section below confirm this. But it does look very cool nonetheless, and looks beautiful. As you see, there's the sun, and there's lots of different construction work going on and scaffolding that you can climb. It's a very interesting screenshot. It does seem very advanced for the time period that the game's set in, but there were historians working on AC Origins, and I don't doubt this is historically accurate. I'm just probably being stupid, but it's a very nice screenshot nonetheless. Looks beautiful. This game it really is impressive in terms of its graphics. Now lastly, in terms of the screenshots for the game, we have this really nice screenshot of one of the tombs in Assassin's Creed Origins. This is obviously the last room that you come across, because it has the stone tablet in the middle, but it also has loads of jewels and priceless artifacts scattered around the room. And Bayek's outfit looks really nice in this. It's like got nice little stripes on it, and he seems to have some cool like scepter weapon on his back there, which does look really nice. I can't wait to explore some of the tombs in this game. They're going to be really awesome. There's 20 explorable tombs, so there's bound to be some really good ones in there with some maybe some nice boss battles, nice parkour sections and puzzle sections, and I cannot wait to see what they're like. Lastly, we also got this really nice piece of artwork of Bayek and Aya. It looks insane. The quality of this image is really nice, really colorful, and they're riding their horses. Bayek is aiming his bow, and there's Senu in the background there. It really is a nice piece of artwork, and I'm probably going to use this in the fucking thumbnail because it's beautiful. And there you have it, guys. That is a roundup of all of the news that came out today for Assassin's Creed Origins. I tried to keep the video as quick as possible for you guys. Not gonna lie, I expected it to be longer, but you know, it's more concise, therefore it's better for you guys to watch. And yeah, that's all of it. That's a lot of stuff, and I'm glad I was able to condense that into a nice little concise video. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the channel tomorrow, because there will be a breakdown of the trailer, and it's got a lot of good stuff in there, so be sure to watch out for that, guys. It'll be on my channel tomorrow, slightly later than I normally upload, probably at like somewhere between 6 to 9 PM UK time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys found it informative. Be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe for more gaming news, content, and reviews in the future. I'm working on another game review currently, so be sure to look out for that in the future as well. And comment down in the comment section below telling me what you think of all this news of Assassin's Creed Origins, all these new trailers, all this new gameplay. Be sure to check out the gameplay from UB Central and Center Strain, because they do release some nice gameplay on this game. And that's everything. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.